There you go. Ready? Oh. This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final with Steve the Backsman Baxley, brought to you by the L2C Media Network. And now, with the details that make the headlines in the world of sports go round, here's our buddy Steve the Backsman Baxley. Hey, how you doing? Welcome sometimes to another fun-filled edition of the Sports Final. Yes, friends, the safest. That's right, we do practice safe program. And that's my cat. My cat's in heat. Oh, boy. She's going to be fun for a little while. So if you see her popping up, you'll know that she's here. And her name's Uno, the mouse assassin. And I swear to God, I'm going to tomorrow clean out the cabinet and put my little kitty in there so she'll be able to snap that mouse. That's right. Anyway, got a lot to handle. And yep, we will be talking. I know yesterday I did forget to do a update on Wart the Wizard and Eternal Armor. And we'll rectify that situation today as well. Got a lot on the old Balski. And speaking of Balski, it's time for a little sports. Let's go to it. And let's get to the cha-cha. Let's get some of the headlines. And wouldn't you know it, the headlines are indeed a potpourri. So first, let's get on with our bad selves and get you updated on the day in sports. Isaiah Wilson, his career in Miami is done. And it is technically the NFL career of Isaiah Wilson has met its end, but it definitely has when it comes to the Miami Dolphins. The team is reportedly set to release the former first-round pick, so saith the Miami Herald, after never getting the chance to see him in their uniform in a regular season game. The Dolphins landed Wilson in a trade struck with the Tennessee Titans on March 17th, who initially selected him with the 29th overall pick in 2020 in exchange for a 7th round. He was a Dolphin for 3 days. Additionally, the fact that Wilson was packaged with a Titans 7th round pick to get him out of town hinted strongly at very obvious red flags that didn't suddenly dissolve once he landed on the shores of South Beach. Now, it is reported that Wilson refused the team's help in trying to get him back on track for what might have been a promising NFL career in a series of videos involving Wilson vaping and dancing shirtless on a car. Well, did nothing to help the matter. Not one bit, although it appears the Dolphins had their mind made up prior to this public display. The same things that gave the Titans fits regarding Wilson ultimately transferred to the Dolphins. Once a coveted offensive lineman out of the University of Georgia, Wilson's fall from grace at the NFL level has been as rapid, has been disconcerting. The former second-team All-SEC and USA Today High School All-American has played in just one NFL game since being drafted, and it's unclear if he'll make it to a second one, considering whoever eyes him next must make the decision if he's worth investing dollars and resources towards, seeing as the Titans and Dolphins have now both failed, and in short order, in being able to do so. In the end, it appears Wilson will have to make the decision whether he wants to seriously improve himself before he can be taken equally seriously as a football player again, and one can only hope it happens very soon. Or, well, we all know where the wild things wind up. So, that's all right, the boys. Let's we good? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let us get now for college basketball, and well, we thought we almost made it, but sadly, it looks like COVID-19 has busted some brackets, especially the brackets of VCU fans. That's right. Saturday night scheduled contest between number 7 seed Oregon and number 10 seed VCU in the first round of the 2021 NC2A tournament has been declared a no contest, with the Ducks advancing on to the second round because of COVID-19 issues within the VCU program. It's the first cancellation of the tournament as it proceeds with rigorous COVID-19. NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Committee has declared the VCU Oregon game scheduled for Saturday night at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. A no contest because of COVID-19 protocols. This decision was made in consultation with the Marion County Public Health Department. As a result, Oregon will advance to the next round of the tournament. The NC2A and the committee regret that VCU student athletes and coaching staff will not be able to play in the tournament in which they earned the right to participate because of privacy issues. We cannot provide further details. End quote. Oregon will play the winner of Saturday night's game between number 2 seed Iowa and number 15 seed Grand Canyon. Obviously, that's Iowa. Cancellation marks a bitter end for VCU after the Rams the NC2A tournament as an at-large team following a 1907 season. A source told Matt Norlander of CBS Sports that positive tests surfaced within the VCU program on Wednesday evening, Friday evening, and Saturday morning. Those positive tests prompted health officials in Indiana and the NC2 Alpha to decide allowing VCU to move forward with playing was too risky, according to Norlander. Although NC2A officials previously said a team could compete with just 5 players, officials determined in this case that VCU's situation might, quote, look like it's spreading, end quote, Norlander reported. The no contest means at least 4 of the 5 Pac-12 teams that made the field of 68 will advance in the second round. Oregon State, Colorado, and USC each won first-round games. UCLA is the next one. They have beat BYU Saturday night in a round game after the Bruins won in the first 4 on Thursday night. VCU and St. Bonaventure were the ranked 10s, 2 teams in the field of 68. But both were eliminated Saturday with the number 9 seed, Bonnies, falling to LSU. Unfortunately, the Rams never got a chance on the court. Wow. That is going to be weird. Anyway, speaking of the NCAA, let's give you the results as we got them. That's right. Get out your brackets. Let's see how many have survived. Shallst we? We shall. Okay. Minute and 11 seconds remaining in this game from Indianapolis, Indiana. 14 seed Abilene Christian about to put an end to 3rd seed Texas's run at the dance. Abilene Christian leads 51-47, minute 11 seconds left. If it goes final, we'll give you the score. Speaking of finals, this one also played in Indianapolis in the summertime. 5th seed Colorado dismissed 12th seed Georgetown 96-73. 4th seeded Florida State dismissed 13th seeded UNCJ 64-54. And we continue onwards. Third seeded Kansas defeated 14th seeded Eastern Washington 93-84. In Bloomington, Indiana, 8th seeded LSU over 9th seeded St. Bonaventure 76-61. And we continue. First seeded from West Lafayette, number one seeded Michigan handily defeated 16th seeded Texas Southern 82-66. Back to Indianapolis, 5th ranked Creighton over 12th seeded UC Santa Barbara 63-62 by 1. And also in Indianapolis, 2nd seed Alabama dispatched 15th seeded Iona 68-55. 6th seeded USC over 11th seeded Drake 72-56. 2nd seeded Iowa over Grand Canyon 86-74. And West Lafayette, born and raised, 10th seeded Maryland over 7th seeded Connecticut 63-54. Also in Bloomington, 13th seeded Ohio over 4th seeded Virginia 62-58. Indianapolis, it was 8th seed Oklahoma over 9th seed Missouri 72-68. Number 1 Gonzaga dispatched 16th seeded Norfolk State 98-55. 11th seeded UCLA defeated 6th seeded BYU 73-62. And in as we call it in the game, COVID-19, 7th seeded Oregon over 10th seeded VCU by default, no contest. So Oregon goes on. So there you go. So check your brackets tomorrow. I have a feeling my bracket is, well, let's face it, I have a feeling my bracket, some of them are toasted. Right now we're going to check out who goes where and why as the second round of the tournament begins. So if we have all the discretionals, let's get to the main stage. Yes, we're going to get to the main stage right here, right now. Ooh, I'm doing good. Yeah. Anyway, let's check out after the first round, see if my bracket is still existing on the CBS one. Oh boy. Well, it's nice knowing you. Let's see. Not bad. Still there. Oh, am I still there? Yes. But right now, I'm going to say my West. I still got a West. Gonzaga is still in it. Creighton advances. It does? No, it don't. No, Creighton didn't advance. USC and Kansas did, as did Iowa. So my West is doing okay. My South, on the other hand, well, it's hanging by a thread. Checking the East. Well, with Georgetown out, there went my Slottic Final Four. But I'm still, well, I'm just going to say right now, my East is in jeopardy. And my Midwest is about, well, toast. My Midwest is about toast, so let's just put it this way. My bracket on the CBS contest is demised. I only got 19 points out of 130 maximum. I am in 713,579th place. I ain't got no hope, so I'll just, slink silently. I will be slinking silently. Let's get back to more headlines and more scores. Thank you. Thank you. You do that so well. Okay, while we're on the subjective, we got 56 seconds remaining. Abilene Christian is up 3, 51-48. So let's get more headlines, more scores, and everything else. We're on until about 1 o'clock. We're going to try to do a full hour. Here we go. Kyle Fuller, his days are done. He wasted no time finding a new club upon hitting the free agent market. Not too long after his release from the Chicago Bears became official, the two-time Pro Bowl corner agreed to a one-year deal with the Denver Broncos, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Fuller is set to earn $9.5 million over the 2021 season, and the deal includes $9 million. Now, while word got out that the Bears were releasing Fuller, who was entering the final year of his 4-year, $56 million extension with the club, and set to slot in with a $20 million cap charge on Friday, Chicago did first look for any potential trades for the 29-year-old. And that is why the release did not occur until Saturday. By the Bears cutting bait with Fuller now, they've cleared $11 million off their cap. Now, once Fuller was set free, the Broncos were quick to swoop in and land him. The signing reunites Fuller with Denver coach Vic Fangio, who was the Bears' defensive coordinator during a sizable chunk of Fuller's tenure. The 2018 campaign was the best season of the corner's career, and last year Fangio was the defensive coach in Chicago. Over 16 games played, Fuller led the league in interceptions with 7 and passes defended with 21, while being named first-team All-Pro and received a Pro Bowl nod. Former first-round pick is just the latest addition by Denver, who has been investing heavily in the secondary as of late. On top of bringing Fuller aboard, new general manager George Patton recently signed corner Ronald Darby to a $30 million deal and agreed to a deal with safety Justin Simmons for $61 million. By strictly looking at the guaranteed dollars, Broncos have already invested $63 million in their secondary with just these 3 deals. The Broncos, I'm going to say it, they're beefed. They are beefed. All righty. Faith in Bigora, you people. Faith in Bigora. Let's hi there. Let's get things going on double time and double duty and double freak. That's right. Get your freak on, baby. The NBA, some sad news if you are a Los Angeles Laker fanatic or fan for that matter, because as we put up on our little preview board, LeBron, lay out. That's right. Turns out that the defending NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James isn't indestructible after all. During LA's matchup with the Atlanta Hawks this afternoon, James was forced to leave the game after twisting his ankle during the second quarter. while trying to secure a loose ball. Hawks forward Solomon Hill fell on top of James's right ankle and James to the floor in pain. James didn't sub out of the game right away. In fact, he stayed in the contest and knocked down a three-pointer from the corner before he checked out and headed back to the locker room. Shortly after James exited the contest, it was announced that he would not return to the game. X-rays on the ankle were negative, but after an MRI, James was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain. He will be sidelined indefinitely, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. Now, shortly after it was reported that he would be sidelined indefinitely, James took to Twitter to address the injury. Quote, "Nothing anchors and saddens me more than not being available to and for my teammates. I'm hurt inside and out right now. The road back from recovery begins now, back soon like I never left." End quote. Now, the loss of James for a foreseeable future is obviously a huge blow to the Lakers. They are already without their all-star forward Anthony Davis due to a calf strain in his right leg, and they are in the midst of a very tight battle for postseason positioning in the Western Conference. The Lakers currently sit third in the West, but they're only 2 games ahead of the fourth-seeded Clippers and just 2.5 games ahead of the Portland Trailblazers, who are in the 6th spot. Now, without their two best Lakers, it will be difficult for them to maintain their spot in the standings. It's tough to tell exactly how many games James will miss at this point, but it's safe to say that the Lakers will be exceedingly cautious when it comes to the reigning finals MVP. After all, the most important thing for LA is that James is healthy for postseason play. We will just have to wait and see. Speaking of the NBA, let's give you the scoreboard. By the way, the scoreboards are the whole scoreboard is sponsored in part by the good folks over at William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting, but also responsibly. Let's make it interesting responsibly. Okay, let's give NBA scores, and then we'll hop on pop with some hockey. Okay. This just gone final. The LA Clippers over the Charlotte Hornets, 125-98. Atlanta Hawks over the Los Angeles Lakers, 99-94. Philadelphia 76ers, 129-105 over the Sacramento Kings. Memphis Grizzlies over the Golden State Warriors, 111-103. Milwaukee Bucks over the San Antonio Spurs, 120-113. Wow. Okay, that is hilarity, if not sadness. All right, we got hockey, we got NHL, we got NC2A, etc., and so forth. Let's get to it, shall we, with very not so heavy but not so light schedule in the realm of hockey. So we'll just say this one is just right. Speaking of just right, we're minute 35 left to play in regulation. Edmonton Oilers lead the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 4-2. If that goes final, it's now minute 20 remaining. If that goes final, before we go off the air, we will let you know the final score. Speaking of final scores, Pittsburgh Penguins over the New Jersey Devils, 3-1. DeSmith for Pittsburgh, 24 saves. Russ for Pittsburgh, 1 goal, 1 assist. Crosby for Pittsburgh, 3 assists. Florida Panthers over the Nashville Predators, 2-0. Barkov for Florida, 1 goal. Saras for Nashville, 47 saves. And Dreiger for Florida, 21 saves. There we go. Colorado Avalanche blanking the Minnesota Wild, 6-0. The defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning spanked Linda Steele's Chicago Blackhawks 4-1. Vasilevsky for Tampa Bay, 30 saves. Hedman for Tampa Bay, 2 assists. And Gourde for Tampa Bay, 1 goal. Continuing on. New York Islanders over Philadelphia Flyers, 6-1. Sorokin for New York, the Islander, 23. Sizikaz for the Islanders of New York, 2 goals. Hickey for the Islanders of New York, 2 assists. In a shootout, it was Columbus Blue Jackets over the Carolina Hurricanes, 3-2. Morslikins for Columbus, 36 saves. Jones for Columbus, 1 goal. Fagole for Carolina, 1 goal. Dallas Stars blanked the Detroit Red Wings. We knew it was too good to last. 3-0. Could have been for Dallas, 21 saves. Carroll for Dallas, 1 goal. And Dellandrea for Dallas, 1 goal. New York Rangers took out their frustrations on Washington Capitals, 3-1. Zibanejad for the Rangers, 1 goal. Kincaid for the Rangers, 28 saves. And Samsonov for Washington, 22 saves. In a shootout, the Canadiens de Montreal beat up on the Vancouver Canucks, 5-4. Tatar for Montreal, 1 goal, 1 assist. Deneau for Montreal, 2 assists. And Gallagher for Montreal, 1 goal. Maple Leafs blanked the Flames, 2-0. Campbell for Toronto, 31 saves. Hyman for Toronto, 1 goal. And Spezza for Toronto, 1 goal. And we got more. Arizona Coyotes, 5-1 winners over the Anaheim Not-So-Mighty Ducks. Brizard, Arizona, 3 goals. Shyshrun for Arizona, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Henrique for Anaheim, 1 goal. Now, let's keep going. St. Louis Blues beat the San Jose Sharks 5-2. O'Reilly for St. Louis, 1 goal, 3 assists. Perron for St. Louis, 1 goal, 3 assists. And Dunn for St. Louis, 1 goal, 1 assist. Buffalo Bruins, Buffalo Sabres were postponed. And there is your hockey scores, courtesy of William Hill Sportsbook. Now let's get you the college hockey scoreboard. And we're going to have ourselves a bang of a time. So let us give you college hockey. Let's give it to you with style, panache, and a little craziness along the way. Hi. Okay. Men's ice hockey. Let's go to the scores. And here we go. Okay, and there's only 4 games to report. You're kidding. 4? Yeah, 4. St. Louis over Quinnipiac, 3-2 in overtime. American International over Canisius, 5-2. Lake Superior State over Northern Michigan, 6-3. UMass Lowell, Massachusetts, no word yet. So there you go. Let's head them up, race them up rawhide for the AHL. And I think we can do it. Yeah, we'll just take a check of what is what is where, and who is who. Let's go to the scores from the AHL. Then we'll see if the OHL had any action for tonight. Some action. I think they did. We got to start, gathering these. Okay, Saturday night, and it feels so good. Okay, Utica Comets and the Syracuse Crunch were postponed. The Hartford Wolfpack defeated the Providence Bruins. No correction. Providence Bruins beat the Hartford Wolfpack 6-1. Belleville Senators over the Toronto Marlies, 5-1. Henderson Silver Knights over the San Jose Barracuda, 5-2. We had the Laval Rocket over the Stockton Heat, 4-3. Bakerfield Condos by 2 over the Ontario Reign, 8-6. Grand Rapids Griffins by 3 over the Cleveland Monsters, 5-2. The Tucson Roadrunners over San Diego Gulls, 6-2. There you go. Let's take a look and see if anything happened in the Ontario Hockey League, or are we just freaking kidding ourselves? Nope, we're not freaking kidding ourselves. There were no games scheduled for March 21st, so I'm just going to say, who knows when the Ontario Hockey League will be ready, but that is your mantra of sports madness. And it is 12:31 right now, so hi there. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Okay. Let us get over to the football side of life. By the way, I've already said it. I'm going to say it officially. Happy birthday to no. Let me just. Anyway. Here we go. Congratulations, Nick Mantis. Let's give Nick Mantis of WLNS TV6 a little applause. His team advanced. Abilene Christian. All hail Abilene. All right. Let's rock and ride through the lovely thing known as soccer, or in England and everywhere else, it's called football. In the FA Cup, Southampton, in the 6th round of the FA Cup, Southampton over Bournemouth, 3-0. Manchester City over Everton, 2-0. Light schedule in the Premier League, Brighton and Hove Albion defeated Newcastle United, 3-0. In the Scottish Premiership, oh, let the kilts wave in a light wind. Dundee United over Aberdeen, 1-0. Hamilton Academical and St. Mirren tied 1-1. Kilmarnock over Motherwell, 4-1. Livingston and Hibernian tied at 1. St. Johnstone and Ross County, 1-0. In the championship, we got a large one. Let's go for it. Brentford and Nottingham Forest tied at 1. Sheffield Wednesday defeated Barnsley, 2-1. Rotherham United over Bristol City, 2-0. Coventry City and Wycombe Wanderers tied at Goose Egg. Millwall over Middlesbrough, 1-0. Norwich City and Blackburn Rovers tied at 1. Luton Town over Preston North End, 1-0. Reading over Queen's Park Rangers, 1-1. Stoke City over Derby County, 1-0. Watford over Birmingham City, 3-0. Cardiff City over Swansea City, 1-0. In League One action, Portsmouth over Ipswich Town, 2-1. Accrington Stanley over Wigan Athletic, 3-1. Wimbledon and Charlton Athletic tied at 2. Milton Keynes Stones over Burton Albion, 2-1. Swindon Town over Fleetwood Town, 2-0. Doncaster Rovers and Gillingham tied at 2. Northampton Town lost to Crewe Alexandra, 1-0. Blackpool over Oxford United, 2-0. Plymouth Argyle over Bristol Rovers, 2-0. Rockdale and Peterborough United tied at 3. Shrewsbury Town and Hull City tied at 1. Sunderland and Lincoln City tied at 1. In League 2 action, let's give it to you bottom up. And While we do that, let's go back over here and let's do it over here. If we're ready, here we go. Tranmere Rovers, a 2-1 winner over Exeter City. Scunthorpe United over and South Bend United tied at 1. Mansfield Town and Grimsby Town tied at 2. Morecambe was Wise. They beat Harrogate Town 1-0. Port Vale over Colchester United 1-0. Cheltenham Town 2-0 over Stafford City. Cambridge United over Forest Green Rovers 1-0. Bradford City and Oldham Athletic tied at Goose Egg. Bolton Wanderers over Walsall 2-1. Barrow over Crawley Town 3-2. Stevenage over Carlisle United 3-1. And Leyton Orient over Newport County 1-0. In National League football action, it was Aldershot Town and Boreham Wood 3-up. Dagenham and Redbridge 1-0 over Altrincham. Chesterfield over Barnet 2-0. Bromley over Solihull Moors. Solihull Moors 1-0. Eastleigh over Halifax Town 1-0. Hartlepool United over Woking 1-0. Notts County 2-0 over Yeovil Town. Sutton United and Stockport County tied at 1. Torquay United over Kingsland Town 1-0. Weymouth over Wheelstone 4-0. The Scottish Championship. It was Arbroath and Heart of Midlothian Goose Eggs. Ayr United and Rath Rovers tied at 1. Inverness Caledonia Thistle over Dunfermline 1-0. Greenock Morton over Queen of the South 2-1. Scottish League 1. East 5-3, Clyde 1. Forfar Athletic over Dumbarton 1-0. Falkirk 2-0 over Monrose. Patrick Thistle and Clove Rangers tied at 1. Peterhead over Airdrie Onlands 1-0. Scottish League 2, Analytic and Crown Beth Goose Egg. Edinburgh City over Elgin City 2-1. Queen's Park over Stranraer 3-0. Steinhouse Muir 2-0 over Albion Rovers. Stirling Albion over Brecon City 1-0. And Cebu Premier League action was Aberystwyth Town 1-0 over Newtown. Cardiff MU and Sefton Druins Goose Egg tie. Connah's Quay Nomads 2-0 winner over Havford West County. Flint Town United beat Pennebont 2-1. Carnarvon Town over Ballatown 2-1. Corlane over Cardiff Rangers 1-0 in the Irish Premiership. Portadown over Dungeon Swifts 1-0. Glentoran over Glenavon 3-1. Larne over Cliftonville Goose Eggs. Warrenpoint Town and Ballymena United tied at 2. And Spanish La Liga action like Bilbao and Eibar tied at 1. Real Madrid a 3-1 winner over Celta Vigo. Huesca and Osasuna Goose Eggs. And Seville and Real Valladolid 1-up. German Bundesliga action was Köln and Borussia Dortmund tied at 2. Eintracht Frankfurt over Union Berlin 5-2. Bayern Munich over Stuttgart 4-0. Wolfsburg over Werder Bremen 2-1. Borussia Mönchengladbach over Schalke 3-0. In Italia Series A was Crotone. No, it was Bologna over Crotone 3-2. Cagliari over Spezia. Spezia over Cagliari 2-1. French League 1. Rennes over Metz 3-1. Nice over Marseille 3-0. Australian A-League action was MacArthur 2, Western United 1. In the Austrian Bundesliga, Red Bull Salzburg over Lask 1-0. Belgian soccer had Ostende over Royal Excel Mousecron 1-0. Eupen 2, Kortrijk 0. In Dutch soccer action was Utrecht 1, Fortuna Sittard 0. Fjord over Emmen 1-1. Watwick 3, Groningen 1. In Greek Super League action, Larissa 2, Apollon Smyrnis 0. Voltos and OFI 0-0. Lamia and Panathinaikos 3-0. Yana 1, Artemis Athens 0. In Portuguese Premier Liga action was Paços de Ferreira over Moreirense 3-0. Santa Clara and Tondela tied at 1. Porto over Portimonense 2-1. Sporting Lisbon over Vitória Guimarães 1-0. Swiss Super League, Lausanne over St. Gallen 4-3. Lugano over Basel 2-1. In Turkish Super League action, Jen Korbergli over Kazimpaşa 2-1. Sivasspor over Göztepe 5-3. Malatyaspor in Gaziantep 2-2. Trabzonspor over Akınrigucu 4-1. There you go. I think we've done that in perfect harmony. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Australia. The AFL, Australian Football League, in action. Round 1 begins and continues. And here we go as we boot it up here. And I think we might have a chance to give you at least a few moments of live. And let's give you some of the scores. Oops, pardonnez-moi. Okay. Here we go. The game Saturday, Adelaide Crows defeated the Geelong Cats 15-13, 103 to 13-13, 91. Essington defeated. Okay, can we? Well, fantastic. So here we go.
This whole time, I thought he was the douche.
Here we go.
You're the douche.
Okay. Douche to douche.
Unbelievable.
Watching, please. Scores, and let's see if there are any games that we can puddle jump with. I've given 2 of the scores. Let's see. Yeah, there is. We'll get you a couple of streaks here. Brisbane Lions over Sydney Swans over Brisbane Lions, 19-11-125 to 16-10-94. We got 2 games that are going on as we speak. North Melbourne and Port Adelaide. In fact, we're going to puddle this game if we can. Port Adelaide leads 17-13, 115 to 9-10-64. As I do believe this match will be concluding shortly. Pray that we can do this without getting caught. Yay. Okay, let's do this. Can we do we have a chance? Do we have yeah, thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. We're up to it. Okay, we are about 20 seconds left. Can we at least attempt to do this? Oh, good. We got a chance. Not a good chance, but a chance. Let's give you at least the last few seconds of this game.
Probably a little finger on it there, isn't there? Probably, but can you really tell? A little players are setting up for a kick in. It's virtually impossible to tell. So he's off the left boot. There's a smother coming in from the side from Jonas, I think it is.
His hand hits his boot. There's no doubt about that. He hit the ball first.
Maybe was the field umpire fooled by the sound of the hand on the boot rather than the hand on the ball?
Well, there's a fair bit of that. Every time anyone gets near a pack, there's always someone's crying touched.
As Jared Kraus said, until we get the cameras that can slow down a hummingbird's wings so you can see every beat that David Attenborough has, then this is just pointless.
Reviews going up. Umpire's call. And the umpire's call was touch. So it's going to be a behind. Score review. Thirsty at home. Alcohol delivered ASAP. thirstycamel.com.au. So a behind for Tom Powell. 9-11-65 North Melbourne. Port Adelaide 17-13 1-15.
Tell me how the goal umpire saw that ball being touched. If you can explain that.
Okay, that is gonna cook it. Wow, that did cook it. 115-65. Might as well just say it. Port Adelaide giving North Melbourne a good spanking right there. We'll try to feast you with more on our next show. But wow, what can I say? It's been a wild show. We got about 13 minutes. And well, here we go. Let's say hello to my friends on Facebook, Gab Social, also Twitter, Instagram, Minds, YouTube, of course YouTube, and of course TikTok. So there you go. We say hello. And we got one more thing to do, and that is the scoreboard. So let me just, there we go. A little bit. There we are. We good? We're good. Okay. The spinning wheel of buffering has become our enemy. So here we go. We go with a tap dance here. Here we go. Okay, let's go to basketball. In Italy, it was Trento over Brescia, 91-67. Virtus Bologna over Pesaro, 75-70. In Espanol, Unicaja, 85-83 winner over Obradoro. Tenerife over Murcia, 85-78. And in overtime finish final, it was Estudiante over Basket Zaragoza, 113-104. In hockey, let's go Sweden here. Skellefteå over Oskarshamn, 3-1. Lessans over Luleå, 2-1. Burness over HV 71, 2-1 as well. Here you go. Czech Republic, Extra Liga. Trinek over Kometa Brno, 5-0. Sparta Prague over Olomouc, 3-1. Finland, Hermelin over Vasen Sport, 3-2. Eves over Lukko, 4-3. Tapra over JYP, you know what I mean, 5-2. Overtime, we got Jukrit over Pelicans, 3-2. And Turku over Asat, 4-3. Japanese baseball preseason, let's rock it, baby. The Fukuoka Silverhawks beat the Hiroshima Carp 2-1. Seibu Lions over the Yakut Swallows 2-1. Nippon Ham Fighters doused the Shunichi Dragons 11-0. Hanshin Tigers over the York Buffaloes 2-1. Chibolati Marines over the Yokohama Bay Stars 3-1. Rakuten Golden Eagles over the Yomiuri Giants 6-3. And in the third inning, Shinichi Dragons over Nippon Ham Fighters 3-1. Fourth inning, Oric Buffaloes over the Hanshin Tigers, 1-0. Yakut Swallows over the Cebu Lions, 3-0. Major League Baseball. Let's rock this one. All right, here we go. The Atlanta Braves, 8-2 winners over the Boston Red Sox. Detroit Tigers, 3-1 winners over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Toronto Blue Jays, 3-1 winners over the Philadelphia Phillies. St. Louis Cardinals over the Houston Astros, 5-2. Cubs over the Colorado Rockies, 4-2. Chicago White Sox over the Cleveland Indians, 6-2. Arizona Diamondbacks and Kansas City Royals tied at 6. Oakland Athletics over the Los Angeles Angels, 11-2. Padres and the Dodgers, 4-up. They tied. Baltimore Orioles over the Yankees, 2-1. Minnesota Twins over the Tampa Bay Rays, 2-1. Washington Nationals over the Miami Marlins, 7-4. Milwaukee Brewers over the Cincinnati Reds, 4-1. Texas Rangers over the Seattle Mariners, 6-5. In preseason South Korean baseball, second inning, KT Wiz Swang over the Doosan Bears, 4-0. In the second and the third inning, LG Twins and the Hanwha Eagles, goose eggs. Fourth inning, the Lottie Giants lead the Kaiwoom Heroes, 2-0. Third inning, the NC Dinos over the SSG Landers, 7-0. And in the third inning, the Samsung Lions over the Kia Tigers, 1-0. And that's it. That is it. That is all she wrote for us. Hey. Glad you made it here for our little show of shows, and we thank you very much. It is 53 minutes past the midnight hour, or as we like to call it here on our broadcast, midnight at the Oasis. Tomorrow, we will be back midnight Eastern time because basketball does continue, so does the tournament. Of course, I have two other shows. We got two other shows. They are for Spreaker.com. Last Call Cafe. We're going to go live to tape on that show at 11 o'clock Eastern time. And that's followed by the Wrestle Anime Hut at 11:30. We go live tape on that one as well. It all gets uploaded, downloaded, however you want to call it, on Spreaker.com and other podcasting platforms. So I'll see you at midnight, right after Last Call Cafe and Wrestle Anime Hut on Spreaker. We have a wonderful and beguiling Insidious Belch of the Week to give out. And gee, I wonder who that's going to be given to. Well, you're going to have to find out tomorrow. And we hope you'll tune in for our little sports show at midnight Eastern time, right after the late game of the NCAA tournament. I have a feeling my brackets are all gone. And I'll find out and let you know tomorrow. Oh, yes, before we forget, heaven offend, before we forget, let's get you some updates. And What the Wizard, the Portal of Echoes. Let's see how much Mandy Summers has done, because if this sequel to What the Wizard, the original, goes over what the Wizard finally made, I get to do this show in my red flannel undies. That's right. And she's getting close, 7,690 with 111 backers. Let's give her some applause. Congratulations, Mandy Summers and Peter Gilmore. There you go. We do know that there will be a sequel to Super Dead. Don't miss that. But hey, how about Eternal Armor? How are they doing? How is Wyatt Holiday doing on his newest little beguilians, if you will? So let's get to the Eternal Armor big buckaroonies. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in the tri-state area, how is Eternal Armor doing? Well, here we go. Here we go. Somewhere. Eternal Armor, boys. We see how Eternal Armor has gone. Somebody please hit Eternal Armor. Okay, finally. Finally, we got something cooking. Eternal Armor 5,045. All right, yes. Applause for Wyatt there as well. Oh man, that feels good. The future of the industry in great hands with the folks from Comicsgate like Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, Charlie's London, Piper, and Wyatt Holiday, among others, and Ethan Van Schreiber. Ribbit. Can't wait for Cyberfrog. It will be, how you say, riveting. Okay, now we can say our good nights because we have covered that. We got about 3 minutes left to dorsal fin up. So let's just say thank you very much to everyone for watching tonight. We've got a jam-packed Sunday of sports action, and we hope you don't miss it. We hope you enjoy the show. Hey, if not for sports, it's at least been entertaining. So folks, what can I say except thank you for watching. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley for Uno, for my mom, and for everybody else here at the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. I am saying this. We're going to go off about a minute early, but I don't care. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you did too. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Back tomorrow night at midnight for Midnight March Madness. All that and a whole lot more. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Good night. Be well, and blessings to all. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.